What are then the most common patterns of disease that didn't exist before, but then we see them more and more and more today?
So, I would start from Dr. Samuel Hahnemann's time. Dr. Hahnemann was a visionary. He knew what was going to come. I mean, if you ask me, Dr. Hahnemann is definitely bigger than Einstein for me. Because what he did to the health science, to biology, is something that no other scientist or no other Nobel laureate has done. I mean, I'm quite certain about this. So during Hahnemann's time, the disease patterns were different because the internal and external environments of people were different. Now, with so much of hammering and bombardment of pollution, with radioactivity, with all the things happening around us, the human being being such a resilient creature is showing disease symptoms in different ways. I mean, the incidence of neurodevelopmental disorders in children has definitely gone high. Symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome, because people are employees, but this is nothing but modern day slavery. Banks giving you loans and debts and you living under the pressure, definitely is going to create more of chronic fatigue syndrome. Also, eating disorders, insomnias, sleeps. Cases of infertility are going up. In the modern world, the cases of infertility, I mean, you see IVF clinics cropping up everywhere. Why were they not present 20 years ago? And why only now? Because the incidence of infertility has gone up. Thankfully, homeopathy has such fantastic results in infertility. I mean, people who have done IVFs twice, thrice, 5 times have failed. But when they come to a homeopath needs to make sure that he's not treating just one person, but the couple, because the couple has to conceive. One person cannot, obviously. So the results are really fantastic in such areas. Mental health is a big concern nowadays because, again, coming to the path of least resistance, people have kind of, because of this advent of your social media or things like Instagram and your Facebooks and of course YouTube and everything, people tend to spend a lot of time there facing the blue light, and which obviously deteriorates their mental health. I always tell my patient that I do not call it Instagram, I call it Insta-kilogram, because you're just swiping up and down, and then finally all you end up is getting instant kilograms. So it's not Instagram, I call it Insta-kilogram. So these are the new diseases, also diseases cropping up out of suppressions. For example, you go to a doctor with a particular complaint like gastritis, you pop in H2 receptor blockers, or you take huge amounts of antacids, eventually, so that the disease is suppressed to some kind of connective tissue or to joint pains or to hypertension later. So that is also new. And these new things are happening because of bombardment of unnecessary drugs, which are causing suppressions. So this was not existent during that days. I mean, as they say, sometimes it's best not to do anything, but than to do something stupid like suppressing a problem, because the patient is demanding it. The patient comes and tells me, "Doctor, you get rid of my problem right now." And the doctor is handicapped with his way of treatment, with his repertoire of knowledge, and is just suppressing the problem. So the disease goes deeper. I mean, these were things that were not existent in the past. That is what we are encountering.
So based on everything we talk about, remedies and all these diseases right now, do we have a basic remedy that is only for us? And how that works, for example, like if you give me a specific remedy, SL200, I'm just making up right now, does that mean that my basic remedy will also be my son's basic remedy? How that works?
Wow. Ivan, where do you get this question from? This is brilliant.
It's from my sinus issues since I'm 12.